Hello everyone. Our today's session is all about multi-valued dependency and fourth normal form. So before starting the topic, the prerequisite for this particular topic is functional dependency, data normalization, means from 1NF, 2NF, 3rd-NF and BCNF, and all the normal forms as I told you. So in a functional dependency, up till now we know that if there is a functional dependency from X to Y, that means X is the determinant and Y is the dependent, and I am saying X determines Y. For every X determines exactly one value of Y. That functional dependency actually does. If I am saying that there is a table, for example, we have a table, and in this table I am having this X and Y, and there is a functional dependency from X to Y. So if I am having here value of P as 1 and value of Q as 2, after every time for each tuple, whenever I am encountered with P, I should get 1. That my functional dependency tells me. So in the lecture of functional dependency, this was the first thing we understood, that if there is a functional dependency X determines Y, for every tuple T1X, if it is equals to tuple T2X, then the dependency should be T1Y, whatever value of Y at T1, it will be equals to value of T2Y. This we studied when we studied the functional dependency. So whenever ultimately what functional dependency says, that X has the power to uniquely determine Y. If I have other values, multiple values of P, how I will uniquely determine the value of Y, right? So it is a simple logic. Whenever there is a functional dependency, there should be a unique value of X to Y. If somebody is giving me the value of X, I should be able to search and tell the value of Y. That is the meaning of functional dependency. But here comes a case. Now, what is the case? For a dependency X determines Y, if for a single value of X, multiple value of Y exist. Up till now, what we were dealing with? Single value of Y we were dealing with. Now it is saying, what if there are multiple value of Y exist, then what? Now this type of dependency is known as multi-valued dependency. When for a single value of X, multiple values of Y is present. And in real life it is very much possible. For a student and the subject taken by student, let us suppose student ID is 101. Now this 101 student can study database, he can study computer organization, he can study Python, he can study Java. So for a single value 101, these many values are present. And if there is a dependency from student to course, this is a multi-valued dependency, right? So now we have to deal with multi-valued dependency. So whenever there is a dependency from X to Y, and for a single value of X, multiple value of Y is present, we will call it multi-valued dependency. Now if only multiple value are present, then there is not much problem, because in the atomicity we handled this thing. In first NF we brought table to atomic form, right, where multiple value, multiple phone number exist. That's not a problem if only one column has multiple values. Problem come when this particular condition merge with another two condition. If all these three comes together, then we have a proper multi-valued dependency. So what is the second condition? In a relation, the relation should have at least 3 attributes. Now if only one column, for example, if I am having only one column X and Y, and here I am having multi-valued dependency. For example, this X is A, let's suppose A1, and here I am having multiple value for A1, for example B1, B2. So for this A1 I am having two values of y, then there is no problem. But the problem comes when there is one more attribute, and for this A there is different value here and maybe same value here or some different value here. So if the relation should have at least 3 attributes, then it adds up to multi-valued dependency. How? That I will tell you now. The attribute z and y should be independent for x multi-valued dependency y, or they should be independent to each other. How we will denote this multi-valued dependency? It will be denoted by this double arrow. Okay, so multi-valued dependency we will be denoting like this, and these are the 3 conditions. So first condition is saying when there is a multiple value of y is present for x, if there are 3 columns and these 2 columns are independent of each other, then the problem arises for multi-valued dependency. If these 3 things are there, we will call it is a multi-valued dependency. Now understand why exactly this multi-valued dependency is a problem and why having these 2 columns which are independent of each other is a problem. So for this I have taken one example. So if you can see here, I am having an employee table. In this employee table we are having employee name, we are having project name and dependent name. Who are the dependent? Those either spouse are the dependents, or dependent is childs are dependent who are less than 18 years. Fine. So here we are having an employee table who works in a project, and here are the dependent. Okay. Now let us suppose the employee name is Ram, and this Ram is working in 2 projects, DBMS project and Java project. Let us suppose for this Ram, Sita is his wife's name and Khushi is his daughter. Okay. Now let us suppose I am having one another Ram also in the same company who works for DBMS and Java, and for this Ram, Khushi is the wife and Sita is the daughter. So basically what is happening, there is a functional multi-value. For this Ram there are 2 values for project, 2 values for dependent, and it is quite possible that a person can have more than one dependent, right? And he can work in many projects as well. So basically what is happening, for employee name there is a multi-valued dependency for project name, and for employee name there is a multi-valued dependency for dependent name as well. Fine. Now let us suppose because of some reason I want to join this table. I want to join this table to itself, or I want to join this table to another table. So what will happen if I will do cross product of this table to itself? If I will do self join, let us suppose. So what will happen in cross product? Because there is no relation between these 2 tuples, what will happen? This tuple Ram, how it will come? E name, project name and D name. If I will do cross product, how it will come? This Ram, each tuple will get multiplied to each other, right? DBMS, Sita. Then Ram, Java, Sita. Ram, DBMS, Khushi. Ram, Java, Khushi. So for only these 2 rows, 2 additional rows generated, 2 redundant row other than the actual row generated. Now similar thing will happen for this Ram as well. So how many redundant values will generated? Fine. Actual value are only 4 rows, but we will get 8 rows for self join, and we cannot remove them because there is no common tuple. Fine. So this is the problem with multi-valued dependency. So if we have 2 or more multi-valued independent attribute in the same relation or in the same table, we get into the problem of having to repeat every value of one of the attribute with every value of other attribute to keep the relation state consistent and to maintain the independence among the attributes involved. And this constraint is specified by multi-valued dependency. Fine. So informally, if I will tell, whenever two independent one-to-many relation, here if you can see, these are two independent one-to-many relationship. Ram, there is one person, there are two project, one-to-many. Ram is one person and there are more than one dependent, so one-to-many. So whenever, let's make it point to remember for you. So point to remember, whenever two independent one-to-many, you can write it like this also, one-to-many relationship that means what we are saying, A has multi-valued with B and A has multi-valued dependency with C are mixed in the same relation. And multi-valued dependency may arise. So this is the point to remember for you. Fine. So this was multi-valued dependency. And always remember students, multi-valued dependency always leads to a bad database design. So we cannot allow multi-valued dependency in our relation or table. So we have already studied first NF, second NF, third NF and BCNF, where we have dealt with atomicity, then we have deal with partial dependency, then we have deal with transitive dependency. We already understood what if a prime or a non-prime start deriving a prime attribute in BCNF. So all these things we have already studied. Now the thing is, whenever such case is there, as you can see, it leads to redundancy. So this also we cannot allow. So to deal with this, we need a normal form, and that's why fourth normal form came. So fourth normal form doesn't allow multi-valued dependency. Fine. So in the coming lecture, I will be teaching you fourth normal form. Till then, that's it. I hope you will remember this point to remember and what is a multi-valued dependency, because this is the base for your fourth normal form. This is it for today. Thank you.